Hey everybody, Dr. Scott Keller from CrossFit Lincoln today, back in the meat locker. This week we're going to focus on the lat, okay? So just a real basic anatomy lesson here real quick. Some people aren't aware the way the lat attaches to the shoulder, what it does to the shoulder from a biomechanical perspective. So we all know where the lat's at. It's a big muscle, it's a powerful muscle. We use it a lot in CrossFit, you know, pull-ups, muscle-ups, anytime we're pulling rows, anything like that. So we use it a lot. It's bound to get tight, okay? What people don't know about it is as it comes up through here, it comes up through the armpit and attaches on the front of the humerus, okay, right in this area here. So when it gets tight, it starts to pull, okay, obviously. It's going to pull me into a rounded shoulder position like this. Okay, so just like the pec, the way the pec attaches, the lat also is an internal kind of forward roll position of our shoulder here. So we definitely want to release it to be able to get the shoulder in a nice down and back position, okay, to prevent injury. So we're going to do two things again today. Once again, it shouldn't take you very long. We're going to basically get a little tissue prep with the foam roller, so kind of release that tissue a little bit first, and then we're going to go into a banded lat stretch, okay? So first thing you're going to do is get on the foam roller. You're going to be laying kind of on your side, okay? Now, a couple key points here. As I put that foam roller kind of right on the side of my ribcage, in that lat, kind of that lower, kind of middle lat area, I want to make sure my hand is facing up, kind of that externally rotated position. If I have it internally rotated, once again, the lat's not quite at its full length. So you're still going to do a decent job of rolling it out, but it's just going to be a little bit better if you open that hand towards the ceiling. Okay, then I'm just going to use my feet to roll up and down kind of through that area. Now I'm going to also search kind of for where the tightness is. So I might roll so my back is facing the ground a little bit more, kind of on the posterior side, kind of right in the middle, and then I'm even going to go kind of forward so my chest is down a little bit, just to hit the front part of that lateral lat, kind of where it's in the armpit area. And go, once again, you can go up a little higher, always maintaining that external rotation with your hand, okay? So 30 seconds to a minute, I guess, for class time, since there's a limited time, just do 30 seconds to a minute on the foam roller to start on each side, obviously. And then you're going to hop up on a band, okay? Now, most of us know this stretch. We're keeping it basic again. It's all about how you're doing it, the quality of what you're doing, all right? So, feed your hand through the band. I like to grab the band with my hand, and then just like we all probably know, or maybe don't know, is you want to externally rotate. So you want palm up towards the ceiling. We also want to straighten our elbow, okay? Now, what we're going to do is get in a good squat stance. And then I'm going to sit my hips back towards the floor and let that band traction my arm straight up. Now, if you have a hard time getting in this position, you can kind of hold at the elbow or hold at the wrist like that to maintain that external rotation of the arm. Okay? A couple keys here that I see people do things a little bit wrong. As they get into this stretch here, they'll start to round their back, or they'll start to hyperextend their back. So once again, just like we talked about in a lot of the other videos, the thing that I want you to kind of focus on is keeping that core braced and in a neutral position. So in my stomach here, I'm going to brace and kind of activate my core and maintain that activation as I go through this whole stretch. So I brace, keep my ribs down, sit back into that stretch, maintain that, and I'm going to get a better release through that lat muscle. As opposed to, if I start letting my back hyperextend like this, you can feel how that just loosens up a little bit. Okay, so keep that core engaged. You can hang out in that position for 30 to 45 seconds in a static way if you want. I'm going to show one additional thing though. The thing that I prefer to do with the lat stretch is what's called a contract-relax cycle. So what you're going to do is get in the same position, maintain that position, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back and down with my scapula, hold that for a few seconds, and then let it go, and let that band release and pull my arm up that way. I'm going to let that relax for 5 or 6 seconds, and I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blade down and back like that, activating that lat. and then let it relax. Okay, the biggest mistake I'll see as I coach people on this is they'll start pulling with their bicep, so we don't want to do a bicep curl in the band. We want all pure scapular motion. So from the back side, I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So as my shoulders here, I'm going to squeeze down and back like that, and then let that band relax. Okay, so once again, it's just an additional thing you can try. It can help loosen up that lat maybe a little bit more effectively and efficiently than just holding a static stretch. So we got the foam roller, and then we got the banded lat stretch, okay? So good luck with those this week. If you have any questions, Scott@synergylincoln.com. The video will be online, obviously. I have a YouTube channel out there. If you've missed past videos, you can go on there, just Google or search my name on YouTube, and hopefully you can find those, all right? So holler at me if you have any questions.